37, and this is an important topic. Tomorrow, New Jersey students are marking National Bullying Prevention Month with a very unique virtual event.
Yeah, here to explain their undertaking and how you can support them is Shira Blumenthal, founder of hashtag Hat Not Hate movement, and Jane Clementi, co-founder of the Tyler Clementi Foundation. Thank you, ladies. This is such an important topic. We appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you so much for having us.
All right, Shira, let me start with you. Tomorrow, 7th and 8th graders from New Jersey's Bordertown Middle School are going to be wearing blue hats to show solidarity against bullying. Tell us what this means, Hats Not Hate.
So Hat Not Hate is an anti-bullying campaign that I started back in 2018 where we asked knitters, crocheters, makers out there around the world to make blue hats because blue is the anti-bullying color. And we want these hats to stand for solidarity and kindness. And having children wear these hats and understand that there are thousands of hat makers out there. So much as this year in 2020, we collected 32,531 blue hats.
Wow.
To stand up, to have these kids stand up to anti-bullying. We want to empower them to be upstanders.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jane, you know, your son, Tyler Clementi, so many are familiar with the story. He committed suicide 10 years ago as a result of bullying during his time as a Rutgers University student. And although I'm sure it is not easy to talk about and it brings your family great sadness, I do have to ask why it's so important for you to remind people of his experience and his unique experience here to speak out against bullying.
Yes, thank you for having us on today. It is a very personal experience for me and a mission for me to make sure that no other person experiences the shame, pain, or humiliation that Tyler experienced. And I am so grateful to partner with Shira tomorrow. And I think her new organization, Hat Not Hate, is amazing because I'm a visual person and I love having the fact that you see the hat and you were reminded that you're going to be kind and you're making kindness cool. And I'm so pleased to be able to partner with you, Shira. And I think that we need to keep telling Tyler's story because everywhere I go, people respond to me and tell me how impactful it was for them and how they experienced the same thing that Tyler experienced. But what they experienced was feelings of shame and humiliation.
Right.
The incidents were always very, very different. But that pain and shame is something that we want to prevent, and that's the core of who we are at the Tyler Clementi Foundation. And we promote being upstanders. So yay, Shira, for giving out a shout out for that.
Jane, I want to stay on this topic for just a minute too, because Tyler's story, you know, as we all know, brought national attention to bullying. Do you feel that perception of bullying has changed in this country since that time?
You know, I think we've made some progress, but we've also had a lot of pushback. I mean, looking to leaders to exemplify good behavior, and we have a hard time seeing that on our small screens or big screens in our home. So I do think this is a necessary conversation that we continue to have. And especially now that people are working more from home, I think the incidence of cyberbullying is so much greater where people can hide behind a meme and say nasty, horrible things to other people. So I think it's an absolute necessary conversation and very timely.
Yeah, you brought up such a valid point there because I was going to say that so much has progressed in the past 10 years in terms of cyberbullying because of all the apps that are out there, but now more than ever because people are literally sitting in front of their computers and on social media all day long now just because of the world we're living in. Shira, I want to ask you, you know, usually you'd hand out these hats in person, right? You'd collect them and then hand them out in person. How are you going about it a little differently this year? What are you urging people at home to do to get involved?
So I'm urging people to continue to make hats. I had a very lofty goal in 2020 of looking for 100,000 blue hats. We've received hats from over 13 countries, and we believe that we can hit that number in August of 2021 of 100,000 hats with hopes to distribute these hats next October you know, to all around the country. And we want makers to get involved. There's a Hat Not Hate loom kit out there that you can purchase and that you can be a part of this mission. And pretty much anybody, even just as simple as using that hashtag Hat Not Hate. We want people to get involved, and so much so that we are actually doing our first virtual assembly tomorrow morning, and then followed by a live streaming show that Jane will be attending, as well as the It Gets Better project that is the partner of Hat Not Hate for this year.
It is such a good program, and it's a great thing that you're doing. And hopefully people will see this and will get involved because it's very important.
Yeah.
Shira, Jane, thank you both for being with us and all the good work that you're doing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.